rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Covington, no good.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Adams finds Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Adams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Well, Adams, with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Wall against Morant. Pass to Covington. George outside. Oh, the swat by Adams. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And he comes up with a bucket.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Wall with it. It's Covington on the wing. George outside. And there's the drive. And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Leonard. Brooks with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Morant with the bucket. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by the Clippers.
Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bane. Shooting.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he commits the intentional foul.
John Wall, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Morant. And a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got 6 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Kicks it to George. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. From deep, Bane. Rebound by the Clippers. George outside, into the lane, and the jam by George.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time, coming down the lane.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's George. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Wall against Morant. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Now Wall. Pass to George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Morant, the pass to Bane. That shot off. Good D by Covington. The Clippers trail. George, left side. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Denied by Morant. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Covington finds Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis leading.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And the dunk by Jackson.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Wall against Morant. Kicks it to George. And George with the jam.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Here's George, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And George with the jam.
Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Jackson with a screen on George. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's George. He's got 10. It's Covington on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks against Leonard, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Grizzlies ball.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Outside Bane from the arc. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Covington with it, guarded by Morant. Here's Wall. Zubac passes to Leonard. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. But you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Bane.
Line for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane. Shooting.
Both good from the line that time.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink her.
2 minutes remain in the
Ball against Morant.
2 minutes.
Ball no good.
LA foul. John Wall. That's his third personal foul. Second team.
The free throw drops for Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Wall, the pass to George. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Wall. Covington passes to Zubac. Covington with it. He's picked up by Adams. Ball finds George. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. He takes it in. Up and in on the layup. Bane's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Wall. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
Shooting for Memphis, Jaron Jackson.
And that one falls for Jackson. The Clippers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Morant, the pass to Bane. Stolen by Wall. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter.
With a score, your Clippers 16, the Grizzlies 27.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And here are the Grizzlies now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Kennard. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies shooting about 60% for the game. Powell against Green. Over to the left wing. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Jackson, pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hits a three-pointer. Jackson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Pass to Tillman. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Kennard. Three-pointer. Oh, and another 3 from the Clippers.
And Kennard's such a tremendous shooter. You know, he led the league in 21-22 from distance.
Timeout call, Memphis.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Put your heads together for your
Here's Morant. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Now here's Batum. The D's right on him. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Moran against Jackson. Green for three. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
He gets it in there.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Jackson outside. Pass to Kennard. A minute 35 left to play in the third quarter.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside, Green. Here's Morant. Green with a screen on Jackson. Morant finds Green. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. And it's Morant missing.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Kennard.
And Kennard using that pump fake to KO the defender.
personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Payne, the pass to Morant. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Inside. Here's Morris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for your Clippers, Marcus Morris.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Timeout called, Memphis. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Back to Payne. Pass to Morant. Oh, George with a steal. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time and a great play on the ball.
And here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Now here's Jackson. The three. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter here. George for 3. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. Morant finds Jackson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On Robert Covington.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. And so here are the Clippers. 6-point game. George outside. Out to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the take. Good on the bucket. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Payne against Wall. Out to Covington. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Morant. And it's good. 2 points. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And George with the jam.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Timeout call for Memphis. Pull off the t-shirt. Come on, let me hear you get loud. And your Clippers, you nasty.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. This is anyone's game, so he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Outside Bane. Puts up a 3. Memphis the rebound. Jackson outside. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Clippers on D. They trail by 3. Outside Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even
the previous play is under the
doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still lead.
Time to get excited for yours.
No good on the free throw. So he can't get either to fall.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
George outside. Out to Covington. To the left wing. Wall against Brooks. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Fires from the corner. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Outside Morant. And George with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wall. To take the lead. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Payne, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
George against Adams. Yeah!
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Outside Morant. Second chance effort. Pass to Adams. Outside Payne. On the wing, Brooks. Going inside. They get the rebound. Outside Payne. Morant with it. George defending. Outside Morant. Goes up again.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. The Clippers call timeout. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Down 1. Just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Here's Leonard. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
Get up out of your seat. Give me everything you got. That's your Clippers. You next to. Come on, fans. Stand up. Make some noise.
Now we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call timeout, but had already used them all. They just lost track of the situation.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps up.
Hey, folks, these two teams love pushing the ball. Great, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on them.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Russell with a terrific move in the basket.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Morant with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Morant's gone 1 of 3 on the night.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Minnesota.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Towns. Out to Russell. The three. That shot off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And that one's good. Morant.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But hey, he nailed it.
Russell against Morant. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got 10.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Payne. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's Edwards. And he goes big with the tap right over John Morant.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Morant. The 10-footer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Morant kicks to Bane. Good, and a nice assist for Morant.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Russell, no luck.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Morant looking around to the paint. Jackson, 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Off target from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Morant moves it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is Russell. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Towns, the pass to Russell. To halt the run. 2 seconds left. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Morant against Russell. Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 is the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards, and it's Anderson in at the 3.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And Anderson kicks to Russell. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Edwards against Morant. Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And Gobert kicks to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
14
And that one misses.
At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. At the line for 1.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Outside, Payne. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. Here's Payne. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
3.
Edwards got 11 points.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Jackson a screen on Edwards. Morant passes to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And here's Morant. 20 points for him. Outside, Bain. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, Edwards. Russell against Morant. Back to Russell. The kick out to Town. Fires the three, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morant reaches to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Russell kicks to Edwards. The three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
50 seconds left in the first half. Payne for three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. They get it again. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now Jones. Pass to Tillman. Dishes it to Green. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Prince outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Reed with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. They kick it out to Green. Lets the three fly. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Prince in the corner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Prince outside. Traps in the tray. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And no good. The dry spell continuing for them. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
The pass to McLaughlin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Prince outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
The Grizzlies have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Morant, yep, that one goes. Morant's got 4 this quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Russell finds Edwards. Going inside. That shot misses. Towns with the defensive effort. Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Stolen by Anderson.
Grizzlies foul. Ja Morant.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant outside. Three-pointer. And again, Memphis no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Edwards inside. Put by Morant. Edwards, that's good.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Minnesota. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Outside Edwards. And blocked by Bain. It's Morant with the drive. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 28 points for John Morant.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards dishes to Anderson.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Bain against Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there. Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Morant passes to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Russell kicks to Towns. Here's the feed to Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And Edwards drops them both. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now here's Morant for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
From the baseline. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. Five on the clock. Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Steven Adams.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on it. A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort pays off for Minnesota.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Russell against Morant. Russell with it. From deep. No good there. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. And here are the Timberwolves. Fires the three. Edwards can't hit. George outside. Lets the three fly. Russell with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Out left to the wing. Clock at 4. Towns. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Nice move. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Outside Russell. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. Pass to George. Outside Wall. For 3. George's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Russell against George. Shot from the top of the key. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Wall, the pass to George. Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. That doesn't go either for George.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Outside Edwards. Shoots over George. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Ball against Edwards. Kicks it to George. Launches it. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. To the paint. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And the jam by Covington.
Love the hustle from Robert Covington, making his presence felt in transition.
Russell, the pass to Anderson. The kick out to Edwards. On target from range. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Outside Covington. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Edwards slams it in.
And This kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. George's shot is off. Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hunting for opportunity.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's George. He's got 6. 4-3. Leonard finds George. Covington with it. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And the jam by George.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Russell against Wall. Outside Edwards. From downtown. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards has got 12 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Clock at 6. Outside Covington. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Covington. Here's Towns. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns, a screen on Wall. Stolen by Wall. Pass to Zubac. George outside. 1:36 left in the first half. It's good.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
The free throw is off from George. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Here's George. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And that one good.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
And there's the screen. Outside Edwards. Down low. Tipped. To the paint. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Anderson. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
There's 14 seconds left in the second period. And stolen by Covington.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further.
And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Kennard. Got a piece of it. Here's Batum. McDaniels covering. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Morris.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. For 3, Powell. McLaughlin with the rebound. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Reed. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
He shoots. Back to Kennard. Morris sets a screen. Let's go with a 3. And Kennard with the 3. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Wide open. And that one's long.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Batum outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Look at the reach and vertical by Norman Powell. Extends the possession. Tough break for the defense there.
There's a screen. Here's Noel trying to get back on track. Another miss by Minnesota.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Up top, Jackson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Batum finds Jackson. 18 feet out, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
McLaughlin. It's rebounded by Morris. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-3 run. Kennard into the lane. Oh, and Reed with a block. Outside McDaniels. Out to the wing. Pass to McLaughlin. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Kennard outside. Jackson for three. The shot misses. Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. To the inside. In transition. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard outside. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. Kennard's got 11 points in the quarter.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
From deep. Prince can't hit. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Clippers trail. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at point guard.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
George outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Prince is checked in for Anderson. Timberwolves shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Here's Prince. The 3 ball. And they recover it. There's the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball against Russell. Now Leonard. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Zubac against Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Edwards. This one for 3. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Leonard passes to Covington. Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Russell. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Russell against Wall. He got a piece of it. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. And perfection right through the net.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Leonard. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, Brents goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
George outside. Leonard outside. Out to Covington. 3-pointer. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Robert Covington, we see you, big fella. We see you.
Outside Russell. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big-time bucket.
Pass to Covington. The 3 is up. Russell with the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Leonard against Edwards. Now here's Towns. The 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Wall against Russell. Out to Covington. Pass to Leonard. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Russell. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Back to Wall to stop the run. Knocks down the long J.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
29 seconds left to play in the 4th. Russell against Wall. Now here's Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. There's the triple. It's off. And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was in the balance.
another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
And the Clippers starting five. Paul George is out there with Wall. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul.
And he makes the first. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And Covington sends it back. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. George finds Wall. Kept alive. That one, no good. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Bain passes to Morant. And it's off from three-point range. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Outside, George. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. George looking around. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They grab their own miss. Jones the pass to Tillman. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard kicks to Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Clock is at 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Jones, no luck. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Tillman grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And here's Green outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Wall. And George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now, here's Green. Jones, the pass to Green. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Tillman's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Robert Covington comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Norman Powell. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Leonard with no one around. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Los Angeles leading by 10. And Wall. Here we go now. Leonard looking around. With the drive. And it's Leonard with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they...
Please give a big round of applause.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Morris, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
On the wing, Williams. Lets it go from deep. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Jackson against Jones. Jackson down low. And he banks in the layup.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Conchar. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
There's Green with the three. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 10. Powell kicks to Kennard. Takes it inside. It's stolen by Jones. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. The offensive rebound. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Morris with the bucket. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Green against Powell. And he drives in. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Jackson passes to Batum. Powell in the high post. Working on Green. And they'll get another chance.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked. Confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Jones from outside. Batum grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 11. In the corner, Powell with it. Passes it to Batum. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Conchar. Fires the 3. That one misses. Now, here's Kennard.
An all-around player. One of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Outside, Jones. There's Green with the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The free throw drops for Powell.
The line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. 2 shots.
And so Powell nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside, Jones. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Conchar's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Morris outside. Lets it go with the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Clark for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks for the great interview, Dave. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Green out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. On the basket by Jones.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Jackson dishes to Powell. Makes it off the glass. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Jones kicks to Green. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Kennard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Conchar. Kennard covering. Conchar can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. It's tipped. Jones looking for an opening. Powell kicks to Kennard. Back to Powell. Outside for Batum. Kennard on the wing. From deep. It's good from long range. Kennard's got 9 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Morris finds Powell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum passes to Kennard. The tray. That one doesn't go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Shot to stop the run. Shot is good in the Los Angeles lead. It's cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Williams.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
From deep, Green. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Kennard for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Jackson against Jones. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Clark up top. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with an 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Wall. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Nobody near Williams. Gets a very good look and converts. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Outside, Covington. And another 3 for the Clippers.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Kicks it out to Leonard. Left side, Covington. It's intercepted. There's Green with the 3. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The kick out to Wall. Leonard, that's for 2. Outside, Wall. Covington dishes the Wall. Fade away, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Wall.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Wall finds Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside, Wall. Back to Leonard. Pass to Wall. From deep. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
He kicks it to Covington. There's the triple. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. George passes to Wall. Leonard on the wing. Puts up a 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Williams. Clark outside. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Stolen. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Leonard with the ball. For 3, Covington. Rebound by Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it to Green. From outside the arc. He can't get that one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Covington dishes the Wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
The amount of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season. 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got his second basket. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
And Morant drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Russell with the ball. Outside Edwards. And he can't get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks left side. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Russell. Towns for 3. And Morant clears the board. Down low. Here's Jackson.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Now here's Russell. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Morant against Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
Good on both. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Morant. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. To the right side. From behind the arc. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Towns has got 9.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Now here's Russell. Edwards a screen on Morant. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Towns. Fires for three. Pure from three-point range. He's got 12.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
It's Edwards on the wing, hounded by Morant. Here's Towns. Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Anderson for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. They need this. The shot comes out.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what, but there's no reason for that kind of shot.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. He made a big... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the three. Now here's Morant. The three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass. Gobert's got his first points of the game.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Bane, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kicks it out to Anderson. There's the three. Counted from distance. Anderson's got 6.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Now here's Russell. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And Edwards slams it in. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
They grab their own miss. Gobert, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Jones. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Russell against Jones. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Now here's Green. looking for his first basket still in this one.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 9. Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Jones from outside. Minnesota with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-3 run. Picked by Gobert. Up top, Edwards. The 3 is up. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell against Jones. Fires the 3, and Anderson gets the 3. Anderson's got 12.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound. He's off on that one. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The T-Wolves on top, running away with this one. And
18.
The second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the triple. 14 points for him.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Morant. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. On the wing, Noel, guarded by Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Morant.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First team foul.
Outside Morant. Takes the 3. And it's Morant again missing.
Steven Adams. Second personal foul. First team foul.
.90 seconds into the second half now. Here's McLaughlin, hounded by Morant. Pass to Reed, fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis taking it the other way now.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
Outside McDaniels from the arc. Nails it from 3. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Morant. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And they get it back. And it's Adams missing.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Noel, guarded by Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Noel. From deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jackson finds Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Pass to Noel. 1:24 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Reid. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. McDaniels with the rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Noel. Pass to Reid. McDaniels with it. He's picked up by Bain. Reid, good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's McLaughlin. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Well, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And the Grizzlies shooting just 36% in the third. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Second team foul.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
From deep, Morant. No good there. And so it's Minnesota with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. The Timberwolves shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. Here's Gobert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Now here's Morant. Takes it inside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 20.
You know, I like that he didn't go for the straightforward layup. He gave us a little something extra right there.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Payne with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Russell against Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Russell to pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And here's Morant outside. Morant missing again.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brooks. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Edwards. Now Towns. The 3-ball. And Morant clears the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Gobert from the arc. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Brooks drives in, and he dunks it down.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gobert up top. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. Edwards against Payne. Towns for 3. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 20.
Karl Anthony Towns embraces the responsibility of being the primary scorer offensively. And boy, if he's in rhythm, it's a nightmare for the defense.
From deep, Morant. Offensive rebound. Adams. Another shot. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. Anderson passes to Towns. Takes a 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And here's Memphis. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Morant. Five to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Tries again. That one falls.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Edwards, a screen on Wall. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Wall passes to George. Covington kicks to George. The shot misses, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Kicks it out to Leonard, launches it, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Now, here is Russell. Anderson outside, shoots the three. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And he gets it to go.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Edwards against George. The drive by Russell. Out to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Now, here is George. Good D by Anderson.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
George passes to Wall. And George, here we go.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Russell with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, you got to chase him off the three-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
George passes to Leonard. And the shot is long. Timberwolves trail by 5. Paul George with the steal. And George with the stuff.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. The three. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. Outside, Covington. Shot clock at 5. Wall's shot is off. Ball against Russell. Kicks to Towns. Takes the 3. That one's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead. Up 4.
And your Clippers Houston team. Please welcome to the floor.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at point. Towns kicks to Russell, fires the 3. Outside, Towns. Poked away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Minnesota basketball.
Clock at 4. Left side, Anderson. No good on the 3. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. And George with the stuff.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force. Stolen by Zubac. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. George against Edwards. Yep, that one goes in there. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
To the inside, Paul George with the steal. Up past the wall. Gobert with the block. Leonard dishes to George. Covington setting the pick for George. To the middle, 5 to shoot. Covington passes to George. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
The kick out to Towns. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside, Wall. Left side, George. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
LA ball.
On the clock. George finds Wall.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Edwards, that's good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Wall passes to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Passes it to Wall. Back to George. 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Edwards dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. 1:06 left in the first half. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Clippers leading by 6. Wall finds Covington. Back to Wall. Here's George. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Towns. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. Thanks so much, David. 25. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Batum with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Powell, the pass to Jackson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. For the lead. Morris with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Powell dishes to Jackson. Morris kicks to Kennard. Fires the 3. They get the rebound.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Prince with a screen on Kennard. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel, and the shot goes down.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul.
Norman Powell.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. McDaniels with the ball. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Reed.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Jackson passes to Pop. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Minnesota again turning it over.
LA basketball.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson down low. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Kennard. Powell with it. Guarded now by Prince. Outside for Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Powell, no one around him. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 4. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris looking over the floor. Now the pass to Powell. 54 seconds left in the third quarter.
That ability to shoot is going to give Norman Powell some driving lanes with which he can exploit.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them. Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Noel. A steal. By himself, hammers it home to polish off the break.
And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
Here's McLaughlin. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Los Angeles leading by 5. Now, here's George. It's Covington on the wing. There's the dish to Leonard. Driving inside. Gobert with the block. Outside, Edwards. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. And George, here we go.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Towns dishes to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson kicks to Towns. Takes a 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Anderson outside. Passes to Towns from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Inside. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers leading by 11. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Back to George. Gobert against Leonard. Covington passes to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for George. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint. Here's Anderson. Knocked away. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. For 3. Connects from three-point range.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Outside, Leonard. It's George on the wing, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing here by 8. Edwards a screen on Wall. That shot wide open. Russell's got 6 in the court.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
2 minutes.
And here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Wall against Russell. Wall passes to Covington. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the left wing. Gobert finds Edwards. All with it. Defended by Gobert. Outside, Wall. Zubats the pass to Wall. And the shot goes in.
That's nice vision there. See that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
There's Russell with the 3. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Left side, Leonard. The pass to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Wall kicks to George. Here's the 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Los Angeles now. 10-point lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Right side, Covington. Back to Wall. It's George on the wing. Wall looking for an opening. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.